Hello, this is the third video for our Year 5 String Basics students, and this is for your orange bead. So the piece is exercise 27, the Russian folk song, and that is on page 9 of your tutor book. Now with this piece we have a bit of a mixed finger pattern. So it has F sharp on the D string, our high second finger. So the pattern for the D string will be a big gap between 1 and 2, and then 2 and 3 are really close. That's our pattern for the D string. When we go over to the A string, however, there's no C sharp in this piece. So the finger pattern will be 1 and 2 close and a big gap to 3. The B and C natural will be touching, and then a big gap between C natural and D. When we go over to the E string, our pattern will be the same as on the A string. So we'll have F sharp first finger and G touching, first and second fingers touching, and a big gap to the third finger A. So I'll just recap that. D string, big gap between 1 and 2. A string, 1 and 2 touching, big gap to 3. E string, 1 and 2 touching, big gap to 3. So we call this a mixed finger pattern. When we're on the D string, we need to remember to have a big gap between 1 and 2. When we're on the A and E string, we need to remember to have 1 and 2 close, because we have C natural for the second finger and we have a G natural on the E string. So the first thing, as always, is getting our tuning correct. Let's not worry about slurs or anything else. Dynamics, style, let's just get the notes right. So no slurs, we're just using our ear, getting the tuning right, getting the finger patterns right, and then we'll come back and we'll play it again and add in some of the other features. So our first objective is to get the notes in tune. Let's try Russian folk song. 1 and 2 and... Let me just share with you what was going through my mind when I played that piece. Every time I was on the A string and I came to a C natural, I was thinking, pull your finger back. When I went over to the E string, I was thinking, pull your second finger back. So it was a very deliberate choice in my brain to pull that second finger back on those two strings. Let's play it again. It is a tricky piece. Let's try and add in the slurs. So this makes it a little bit more stylistic. Okay, 1 and 2 and... So that is your Russian folk song. Other thing, when you've got the slurs and the tuning happening, you can think about gradually getting louder. So first phrase, modularly piano, second phrase, mezzo forte, getting a little louder, and then the third and fourth phrases, forte.